Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, Geography Predicts Wars. So on today's video, we're going to be talking about the petrodollar system. The petrodollar system is how US is dominant on a global system and why oil is being sold with US dollars. So I'm going to be first, if you want to understand the petrodollar system, I have to explain the importance of oil. So oil, we use oil to fuel our cars, planes, ships, and oil produce plastics, chemicals, and fertilizers. So now this creates an oil demand. As we know, some countries produce much and some countries produce less. So this creates a oil global demand, and some countries do not have oil at all, so they have to buy oil from these countries that have oil. So here I've written a timeline where this is the events that happen, so we could understand why why oil is being sold in US dollars. So now we're going to go to post World War II. Post World War II, all the world was in shambles and there was a recession. So US emerged as a manufacturing base intact. So this led to countries agreeing that US will be at the center of the global financial system. So followed by number two, the Bretton Woods Conference, so of 1944. So the Bretton Woods Conference of 1994, US promised that its US dollars could be exchanged with gold for gold. So many countries tied their currencies with the US dollars. So followed by 1971, where President Nixon informed the world that he would decouple the US dollar from the gold standard. So when you say he will decouple the US dollar from the gold standard, it means that you will no longer need gold for exchange of dollars. So he changed US dollar to become a fiat currency. That means it will be a currency based on public trust and investors. So, but the dollar remained dominant due because it was stable and US has had the largest economy. So it followed by the Opec oil crisis of 1973, where Arab oil countries said they were not going to sell oil to other countries that were supporting Israel in the Yom Kippur War, including the United States. So, following the same year, then the president of America met with the Saudis that he will provide military support, but only at an exception that the Saudis will sell oil using dollars. So Saudi, as it was the largest oil exporter, it signed the deal with the US, and other states followed of the Middle East. We're talking about Oman, Bahrain, Kuwait, and other states, because they were very, very small states. So they wanted the military protection from the US. So that thing created what we called the petrodollar. So how does the United States becomes very dominant and the US dollar become very dominant as a global reserve currency? So I'm going to be explaining that. So now when you want to buy oil, what you will need to have dollars, and number two, you will have to keep the dollar reserves ready, and number three, then you will have to invest those dollars back into the American market, because you cannot keep the pile of cash. So that's what happens. So now I'm going to go to advantages of the United States when the dollar is a global reserve currency. So the advantages of the United States is, first, the United States becomes a very dominant power because its US dollar is on high demand. Then the second factor is that United States can use sanctions because of the US dollar, or the is being cleared, transactions are being cleared into American banks. And the third fact is that you need the US dollar, so the US dollar will always be on high demand. So thank you for watching this video, guys.